We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Richard Sherman.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking for Reagor again. This time he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Listen. I'm playing the wrong football.
On play action, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
Wentz's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 2.
I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 58, boy. 58. 58. Mike.
Check right. 46 down, man. 5-4.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
And goal.
Wentz will keep it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. 58, boy. 58.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. T.J. Hawkinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's gone. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Goff. And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Goff. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Taken down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 2nd and 16, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Parks. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff dancing to his left. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Brings up fourth.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. It's gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he works free. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Chicago.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Ball carrier.
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Goff. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Stepping up, he's diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked down. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Check safety, check safety.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Wentz. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Andre Swift.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now the rookie second rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. But a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Switch.
Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hunter Bryant, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6.
Makes the score Falcons 15, Bears 6. Brett Maher is set to
following the touchdown. Here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling into a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Goff on 1st down. Flush to his right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, as time expires in the first half. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And the Bears first down.
Back to throw. Goff. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Goff throwing again. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Chicago.
23 yards, the final tally. Here's Hunt. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5.
Falcons 15. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Goff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a first down throw. Gone. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now it's Hunt. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Chicago.
The ball carrier,
Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
58. Mike, 58 right there.
Wentz now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Hunter Bryant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
26, Falcons 21.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now Goff on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play, brings up 3rd down.
Caught by Hunt. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run again with Hunt. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
48-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the red zone now, Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch your slip, watch your slip. Watch your slip. On your team.
They run again with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. Falcons. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum. Flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Bears 26. Brett Maher.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Up 2nd and a yard.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's gone. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
He's back to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. On now, Tucker McCann.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And we are all tied at 29. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Check. 53.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just want